So the next thing we're doing is we're looking at the Baga. And the Baga live in what would be Guinea in the swamp area on the coast. And you see in the map here the location in West Africa. They were traditionally animists, meaning that they feel like everything has a spiritual element to it. So, like a rock has a spirit in it, a tree has a spirit in it, a cat has a spirit in it, and so on and so forth. And this was in pre colonial times. Then they get converted to Islam during the mid 18th century. And some of these rituals and ideas then are no longer in use. They have the traditional kinship partnership of patrilineal, meaning through the father in the society. And we'll look at some of their masks. I also have a really great Art Smart video up for you that you can watch. So here's the first mask that I'm showing you. It's just, it's a mask that is used in the same way. There are two of them I'm showing you here. They're always representing female figures, but the female figures are older. And we see that because this one does not look youthful. In particular, you can see through the breasts being flattened and elongated. Older, not going to nurse children anymore. And this is a huge mask. It weighs about 80 pounds. And it has this, if you watch the video, it shows you without the raffia. It has like these legs on it that sit on the shoulder of the person. And this mask actually sits on the top of the head of the person that's dancing. Very difficult to dance. And these are carved by men and worn by men in masquerade. They are used in a way to teach and give like inspiration to young couples before they have children. And the video has a bit more information, so please do watch the video. The next image I'm showing you is a shul. And this is a combination of a bird and a human. And we see that because it looks something like a head, but then it definitely looks like it has a beak to it. Or it may even be like a diving bird, and here are the legs behind it. This is related to medicine and the idea of protection. And it can be used as a shrine, but it also is thought to have supernatural powers, and in rare occasions, it can be placed on a man's head and performed in masquerade. The next group we'll look at is the Mende. And the Mende are one of the two largest ethnic groups in Sierra Leone. They're mostly farmers and hunters, and they follow the male line. Within when a couple gets married, they move into the male, the husband's family, a house, and they are also polygamous, meaning that they have multiple wives. And the society is divided up between the Poro for the men and the Sandi for the women. And what we're going to actually focus on is the Sandi, because they're very interesting masquerade and history with the Sandi. And they are the only female group, society that we know of that dances their own masquerade. All women in it. So it's a very unique society. Here is the Poro, which again is the male secret society. And boys will join the Poro at puberty in a ritual that involves masquerade. And it meets during the dry season between the months of October and May. We have this mask belonging to the Mende Male Poro Society. And it's deceiving of how it looks here because it's actually huge and worn on the head. And I do have a video of it being danced that you can watch. And it traditionally comes out when a leader, one of the chief, dies. And it has, you'll see leopard skin on it, evoking the bravery and the strength of the leopard. But it's the Sandi society, like I said, that I really want to focus on more because it's the only female mask danced by women. They're in Africa that we know of. Men make the mask, but the women take care of it and dance it. So the picture I'm showing you here is the part of the ritual that the girls will go through. So they're taken out of the village when they go through this ritual at puberty to then be prepared to be married. And so here they cover their face with this white clay material, and it's supposed to actually make them look not pretty, unattractive, and it's supposed to represent like this, transition between being a child to being a woman. And in the few days that they go into this ritual and through this learning experience, they're taught how to behave within society, how to work hard, not to gossip, things that are important for the society to do well. And we also have the Sandi guardian spirit who is associated with water and river, and this comes back into the performance and the rituals that take place. So here's one of the Mandi masks, and from the Sandi Society, the Women's Secret Society, that is danced by women. And originally it would have raffia. So these holes along here are so raffia can be attached. This is worn on the top of the head, and then the body's covered with raffia. In the notes, I have an Art Smart video about this, so please do watch it. So some things to look at here. It's very interesting how the mask is created. It has these bumps always at the neck. And the idea is that as the women or young girls go through this ritual, they're transitioning from the young girl to the woman. So it's making a reference to a chrysalis, a butterfly that when it's in its chrysalis, right? And it has those bumps on it. And it changes within it. It goes through a metamorphosis. So that's the reference for that. It has a very elaborate hairstyle that is worn. It has scarification, and it will always be made of this very dark wood and polished. And the idea is to have the smooth, beautiful, polished kind of look to the skin and to say how beautiful this very dark skin is. And here's one that has some, actually, I don't think this is raffia on this one. This is some kind of other natural fiber hair or something that has been attached and braided. But you can see how then this is worn over the body, over the head, and there would be layers of this, or this would have been longer originally, so it covers the body. Again, we once again see scarification, we see the very dark skin, the bulges on the neck, and the elaborate hairdo. So please do watch the video that I have up online, the Smart History video.